Talking with former Yankee and former Met David Cohn, also my Yes Network colleague. Tonight, Yankees against the Red Sox. That'll be on Pix 11. And the starter for the Yankees is Nathan Eovaldi. What do you expect from him? Because he does have a big arm.
Yeah, I expect him to come out and show off that big arm, show that big power fastball. I would like to see what Rothschild, the pitching coach, has done with him on his third pitch, that changeups. He's come up with a little bit of a kind of a splitter, a hybrid splitter for a changeup. I want to see him use that with confidence, much like Michael Pineda used his the other night. I also know that Eovaldi does a lot of little things really well that, upon further look, really are something that are very valuable to pitchers, namely holding on runners. He's very hard to steal off of, kind of an underrated facet of his game. Very good at controlling the running game, very good at fielding his position. He's a good athlete with a big arm. The big key for him is to start missing bats, to start working that power fastball up the ladder, like Kurt Schilling said. When you're 95 plus, you need to go up the ladder and get some swings and misses to set up that splitter down, to set up that slider. So I'd like to see him elevate that fastball when he gets ahead, and I'd like to see how good that splitter's coming along.
David, the umpires are now the same in both leagues. We see so much turnover in free agency. So is there an adjustment going from the National League to the American League anymore?
I don't think so. Not in terms of umpires. The umpires are switching leagues nowadays. It's a uniform commodity now with the umpires, so it's a non-factor. But what is a factor is different hitters and really narrowing down your focus on the American League East because of the unbalanced schedule. The Jose Bautistas, the Encarnaciones, the guys in Baltimore, up and down, Adam Jones, the guys you're going to be facing night in and night out. This Boston lineup, how are you going to pitch Napoli? How are you going to pitch Big Papi? That's more important with the unbalanced schedule. Getting used to the American League East and the big boppers in the American League East, I think, is a real key for Eovaldi.
Are you surprised by how effective, and it's early, it's 3 games, but he showed it throughout spring training as well, how effective Alex Rodriguez has been?
Well, I think we didn't know what to expect. Nobody really knew what to expect from Alex coming in. When you have that time off and all the controversy off the field, emotionally how he's going to react, physically how he's going to react, it has gone better than anybody could have expected. I mean, let's face it, we all expected a circus in spring training.
Right.
We expected him to sort of get rubbernecked right and left. What's he going to say? What's going to happen? Is he going to implode? None of that happened. He handled himself extremely well. Now, all of a sudden, he's showing that power bat. And the thing I like about his approach is he's aggressive early in the count. He's looking for fastballs early. That home run he hit was up and out of the zone. Pretty good velocity from a young lefty, about 92. Alex was looking for it. He cheated, started to swing early, and got on top of that high fastball. That was impressive to me. And that's what veteran hitters do when they get a little bit older. They learn how to read the pitcher. They learn how to anticipate the flow a little better. They learn how to seek out a fastball, maybe look in. Keith Hernandez used to talk about looking in. I'm going to look in for a fastball this whole at bat, and I'm not going to swing at anything else until I get 2 strikes. That's the approach that works. Alex Rodriguez has showed that approach already early in the season. I think it's been pretty impressive.
Now the question, David, is can he do it every day? At this age, is that too much to expect?
Well, that's going to be monitored without a doubt. I think the fact that he's not playing third base helps a lot. Just swinging the bat 4 times a day, getting used to that. He seems to adjust to that pretty well. He seems to know that he's going to be for the majority part of the time, he's going to be a DH. In between at bats, going down to the batting cage, staying loose, staying into the game. He seems to have a feel for that. Some guys can't do that. Some guys get distracted when they're just DHing and they get nervous or they just can't seem to handle it emotionally. Alex seems to be able to do that. That's a real key for the Yankees. The fact that he can DH is going to save him a lot on those hips.
David, you won 5 world championships during the steroid era. So every game, you're facing somebody that could hit a ball out, up and down the lineup. Would you like to be pitching now? Because it's not just the Yankees that aren't hitting. No one's hitting.
Well, to me, it's the same for everybody. You can say, well, when the average ERA was around 5, it was the same for all the pitchers. They were scoring runs against everybody. And even though offense is down now, instead of losing games 6-5 or 5-4, you lose them 3-2 now. So it's still baseball. It's still the same. The baseline is still the same, whether there's big offense or not a lot of offense. You still have to beat the opposing pitcher. You still have to beat the opposing lineup. Yeah, your ERA is going to be a little bit lower, but whether you lose 3-2 or 6-5, it's still a loss. It still comes down to managing the game. When you get a lead, holding on to a lead, getting the ball to your bullpen with a lead.